of Karnataka, Sri Siddaramaiah ji, Minister of Consumer Affairs, and my colleague in Central Cabinet, Sri Prahlad Joshi, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Sri D.K. Shivakumar ji, Sri M.B. Patil, Minister of Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Sri Yash Darshanapur, Minister of Small Scale Industries and Public Enterprises, Government of Karnataka, all honorable dignitaries, officers from Government of Karnataka, Government of India, CEOs, CMDs of Indian and foreign industries, young entrepreneurs, business leaders, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. When I came to Bengaluru on Saturday, I came to know about Siddaramaiah ji, the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, about his injury. It is good to see him here, and it indicates he is fast recovering from the injury. In politics, keeping your legs safe is very important. In politics, keeping your legs safe is very important. And you have to be very mindful because you will stumbling blocks everywhere. Siddaramaiah ji is a seasoned politician and he has been safely crossing all hurdles on his way, and today he is the Chief Minister of Karnataka, and I am very confident that he will recover quickly from this injury. I wish him speedy recovery. My friends, first and foremost, I express my deepest reverence to the sacred land of Karnataka. This land has been graced by the wisdom and legacy of the great saint poets like Sant Baswanna, Alma Prabhu, Akka Mahadevi, Purandara Das, and Kanak Das. It is always a profound honor and privilege for me to be here. The visionary and dynamic Chief Minister of Karnataka, Sri Siddaramaiah ji, has graciously invited me to this event. We belong to different political parties and we are political opponents. His magnanimous gesture eloquently declares his statesmanship, which rises above limited considerations to work together in the spirit of fraternal ties which bind all of us. His invitation and my acceptance show that in the pursuit of the national interest, we stand united, unmindful of the political differences. Friends, I have always shared a special bond with Karnataka. This land has continuously blessed me with immense love and affection. Karnataka is the unique confluence of the divine grace of the goddess Saraswati and the goddess Lakshmi. Karnataka has the perfect blend of knowledge and prosperity. The people of Karnataka are blessed not only by goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of wisdom, but also by goddess Lakshmi, the embodiment of wealth and prosperity. Friends, according to the classical political science, be it the central government or the state government, we are all integral parts of the Indian state. We thrive on the bedrock of constitutional values. These values remind us that while our political ideologies may differ, when it comes to the progress and development of our nation, we rise above our differences and stand united on a common platform. Friends, I would like to remind everyone of the profound words of our former Prime Minister, the Reverend Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. He once said, "Sarkarein aayengi, जाएंगी, पार्टियां बनेंगी, बिगड़ेंगी, मगर ये देश रहना चाहिए। और फॉरवर्ड प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी told. His words serve as a timeless reminder that above all political differences, the unity, integrity, and progress of our country must always remain our highest priority. Friends, our constitutional values are deeply rooted in our rich history of political tolerance and acceptance of opposition. Our history presents numerous examples where, even in times of war between two rulers, battles were fought with honor, adhering to established principles of warfare. More importantly, the defeated rulers were often treated with dignity and respect. In many instances, their kingdoms were even restored to them. In India, historically, political rivalry was rarely seen as a matter of life and death. Instead, it was largely governed by ethics, mutual respect, and a deep-rooted sense of justice. Friends, whenever I speak about the investors like you, I always focus on the value proposition for the prospective investors. If I urge you to invest your capital or the capital entrusted to you by those who trust your judgment, I must provide a clear and compelling reason. So I see my role here as that of an advocate standing before a distinguished jury of investors. My purpose today is to make a strong and persuasive case for Karnataka state. Friends, Karnataka offers everything you seek in an investment destination. No matter what your investment requirements are, Karnataka provides a good foundation for growth and success.